Never-before-seen footage from the 1984 Pepsi commercial shoot during which Michael Jackson's hair caught fire has been obtained and made public by Us Weekly. There's no audio, but the raw images tell the story. Watch. I see Miko Brando in there, Jim, helping put this out. Well, you were covering that, right?
Well, I was a local reporter at the ABC station here in Los Angeles at the time, and you look at it, we'd never seen that view before. We'd only seen a grainy image from the front, and you realize that for 10 seconds, perhaps, Michael Jackson's hair was on fire. He didn't even know it. And
yeah, because he kept doing the shtick.
Doing it, and when people realized it, you see that they came to his aid, but he had second and third degree burns, tremendous amount of pain. He had to undergo surgeries and skin grafts. He later took Demerol for the pain.
That we knew all about, right?
We knew about that, and we also knew later that he became dependent upon Demerol. And you look at that moment, certainly in the context of the last days of his life, and you wonder if that marked his undoing. Unknowingly.
That was a commercial for Pepsi?
Right. That was a commercial that they were shooting with the Jacksons, and that was, I believe, the 6th take. The pyrotechnics went off too early, about 4 seconds too early. He was going downstairs. They were supposed to erupt when he was down the stairs, but he was at the top of the stairs, and they went off too soon, and a spark hit his hair. He had some hair product in his hair. It ignited, and you see what happened.
Did any of the clips ever become a commercial?
There was a commercial, yes, but not obviously, clearly.
Not that, but they might have used an earlier clip. Now, what were you thinking at the time?
Well, at the time, we realized it was serious, and you did see, I think, you saw him coming. He was fully bandaged, but he had his white glove, sequin glove, and he waved to the fans as he was being wheeled into the ambulance. And you thought everything was okay, but you realized that it was serious, and he was sent to the burn center, I believe, in Sherman Oaks, very famous facility. But now you realize, I mean, we never saw the footage with the scalp that was revealed.
Stories that he was bald may be true then?
They may be. They may be.
Michael Jackson's dermatologist, Dr. Arnold Klein, alluded to the '84 fire when talking about Michael and painkillers last week on this show. Watch. What about pain-killing medications? Did you prescribe any?
I mean, I've used some sedatives for, when he had surgical procedures that are immense, because don't forget, he had the burn, the severe burn, when he was burnt on the Pepsi commercial, and the severe hair loss when he, contracted lupus also. So when you have to fix all these areas, you have to sedate him a little bit. But if you took all the pills I'd given him in the last year at once, you wouldn't do anything to him.
What was the strongest medication you gave him?
I once, on occasion gave him Demerol to sedate him, and that was about the strongest medicine I ever used.
This would be a guess, Jim Murray, but do you suggest maybe the fire incident played a role in Michael Jackson's seeming obsession with plastic surgery?
Well, he did have plastic surgery a few years prior, but he clearly had most of his plastic surgery after that time, and maybe he was so insecure with his looks after that he just kept going. Dr. Klein said to you that Michael Jackson viewed his face as a work of art. But I think his first operation was in '79, first nose job. This was in '84, this particular accident. But he had the bulk of his plastic surgery after that. So it's hard to say, but clearly he needed operations on his head, for sure.
That was it. He could have died.
Could have died, absolutely, and clearly endured a great deal of pain.